Good morning. I am just getting ready for work. It is currently 6:33 in the morning. I get up at 6 on work days where I go in at 8, and coffee is a must. So this morning I thought I would just get ready with you. I never get ready in the mornings with you guys because typically I'm like, well, first of all, I'm not a morning person. Let's just put that right out there. I do not appreciate early mornings. However, I do appreciate working the morning shift because then I am out of work earlier in the day and can enjoy the rest of the day. So it's kind of a catch-22 because I like to be able to go into work early and get out early, but on the days where I do that a few days in a row, it starts to bug me because I can't stay up late, and I'm a stay up late kind of sleeping kind of girl, and I can't stay up very late, obviously, if I'm getting up in the mornings. But also, I can't fall asleep at night. So that makes it a little bit rough because I know I'm not getting sleep good at night, and so if it's like if I'm working morning shifts a few days in a row, by the end of them I'm pretty dang tired if I don't get a chance to take a nap at the end of the day. My body just says a big no thank you to mornings. I don't know why. But this morning I was feeling a little more, I wouldn't say rested, but kind of. And I thought, you know what? Why not get ready with you guys? And since my makeup is pretty minimal these days for work, it doesn't take me too terribly long to do it. So that is kind of nice. Now, it's a bummer because obviously I love doing full face makeup, but I also really appreciate how much faster I can get ready right now. But I really will be excited when we can get back to not wearing a mask to work and can just like do my makeup like I really want to. You know, anybody else work right now that has to wear a mask to work? And I'm assuming if you do, you don't do a full face makeup either because otherwise it's just all underneath your mask and it gets your mask all dirty. And I noticed my face gets, well, I have oily skin anyway, but it's like my face overproduces oil under the mask for some reason. However, it's also is getting dried out in like patches. It's very strange. So I'm not really sure what to make of that, but yeah, so it's like there's really no point whatsoever. I just put my normal face oil on that I do every morning after I wash my face or get out of the shower or whatever. And that's pretty much all that happens. You'll see what else happens to the rest of my face as we're doing this here, but yeah. So you guys let me know down in the comments now that, so I'm in Michigan, if you don't know, and today is Monday, June 8th, June 8th, no it's not. Today is Monday, oh no, yeah it is, right? Yeah it is, yeah it is. Monday, June 8th, and so Michigan is starting to open back up some more today. We get to open up some restaurants and stores with like limited capacity, but whatever, we'll take it, right? And I have to say, I am very ready for this. I'm getting, I don't know, we went out the other day, I did a live, and I was getting ready to go out on, I called it a day date. Really, we were just like going to the store and stuff to get a couple things I needed for Saturday. But I was so excited to just get out because I had not been since all of the fun virusy stuff started. I had not been out to like the town where my church is and where we do our major shopping trips, well, where we do all our grocery shopping, because my husband actually has been going like once every 2 weeks and doing our shopping. So he's amazing. Yes, he brought me this coffee. Yes, he did. And so I was like, oh, I just need to get out. I need to see familiar places and, you know, whatever, just feel a little more normal. Well, it did not. I actually came home, we got out there and went into the store, and just the way things felt was so weird. People aren't even acting the same. I don't know how to explain it. And I think because I've only been, you know, at home and at work, and obviously people are a little different at work too, but it's like I'm kind of used to the way people are now there because I've been there the whole time. It was just a very different feel, and I did not like it at all. Like, I told my husband, I'm like, I kind of wish I hadn't even come. Like, it made me feel oddly depressed. And I'm not a depressed person. I mean, I get like, well, especially certain, you know, when I'm hormonal and stuff, I'll get like kind of down and stuff, but not ever like, you know, depressed kind of thing. But I mean, it was very, I don't know, it just made me feel icky. And so I did not enjoy that at all. And I was like, okay, I have no interest in being out right now. Like, take me back to my little world of just being at home and at work. And of course, now we're starting to see like our family and stuff. So, and really that's all I need, to be honest, is to be around my family, my sisters, my mom and dad. And Saturday we went to my in-laws' house. My brother-in-law was up from Ohio, so we were there with my husband's sisters and his brother and his aunt and parents, and then my, you know, niece and nephews were there, and my kids, and it was actually a really, really awesome day. It was so fun. And so that's all I need, like, is that kind of stuff, spending time with my family like that and stuff. Like, I don't care about, I mean, obviously I like going to restaurants and things like that, but that's not something that I'm like, oh, I have to go do that stuff. But yeah, I was like, I'll just stick to that until things get a little more normal, which, like I said, today, some things are supposed to be opening, and they did not, my thyroid medication was on like back order, and so they told me, because I have a refill that's coming up soon, that the lady at the pharmacy told me she was going to hold what they had for me and I could pick it up today. So I have to go back to that town today to pick up my prescription. So I'm like, okay, maybe things will be a little better. I think TJ Maxx might be open today. This would be the first day because, like I said, like a lot of stores are not open yet. And I really hope that they are, because I need underwear. That's where I get my underwear from, and I need some. And so I might be brave. If they're open, I might run in there. I don't picture myself like browsing around and shopping, but just to get what I want and get out kind of thing. Especially, I think my husband might go with me for the ride too, so he's good about like going in stores and stuff, but I'll probably just stay in the car so I can run in and grab that. But yeah, it's just, it was a very weird feeling, and I didn't particularly love it. So my day out that I was excited about kind of turned out to not be what I had hoped, but that's all right. Things will get back to normal, and like I said, today they're starting a little bit, so that will be very nice. And I am happy that Saturday there were some protests there in that town and stuff, and everything was peaceful and everything like that. So that's wonderful for you know, people to be able to get together and share in, you know, fighting for a cause and fighting for the lives of other people, and have it be peaceful. That's what it should be. It should be, you know, we want change. We want positive change. And so the only way to do that is in a positive way. And so I think that's really awesome that things went so well. And that's very encouraging, I feel like, to everyone, that you can see people all come together like that in love. And so I think that was a really awesome thing. And it gives me hope for things to start being better in all facets of life. So I think that is awesome. I'm very happy about that. And yeah, so work today. I typically work, so my norm is 12 hours a week. Yes, I know, that's very part-time. I usually work 3 4-hour shifts a week. I love 4-hour shifts. They go by fairly quick. I don't get like where I'm like, oh my gosh, get me out of here. Not usually, but sometimes a couple customers can make you feel that way. But so that is like what I love. Well, lately I've been working more than that because we don't have as many employees right now, and I think she's going to be hiring. Actually, I know she is. And so I've been working more like 16 or 20 hours a week, and which is fine. It's not my favorite. I'll be glad when it goes back to 12, just because I just prefer it that way. I think that's part of why I really like my job, is because I don't ever get like burned out, because it's like, you know, I'm only there a few days a week, so I just enjoy for the most part when I am, and I enjoy the people that I work with, which is a huge thing. I'm sure any and all of you who have ever worked or are working would agree. Your employees a lot of times, or fellow employees, make make a job enjoyable or not sometimes. So yes, I'm very fortunate in that way to have people that I work with that are like enjoyable to be around, and so that is awesome. In fact, really all of them, like, we like laugh about stuff. I mean, we're like, it's just a very positive environment, I guess. So that is awesome, and has been fantastic during the time when we were having like, and we still have it a little bit, but not too bad now. Things are settling down. But we had some people during like when, I keep saying virusy stuff because I'm not sure what to call it because of monetization purposes. But during like, you know, the thick of that, a lot of customers were very difficult to deal with, we'll just say. And so it was great to have, you know, as employees, us helping keep each other, you know, laughing and just trying to keep things as light as we could, you know, and make the best of it. So that I am very thankful for, to have fellow employees like that. So that is awesome. And I'm like, oh, I'm excited for who I work with today, but I'd be excited if it was any of them because I like them all. And I typically work with like the three, like the head manager, the assistant manager, and then like the other kind of more, he's like a key holder, but he's the one who's there like the most out of, like, I guess there's only one other key holder, but she's not there that much. But like, I pretty much work with all of them each week, like one each day. So that's kind of fun too, because it's like kind of always a little bit different at work, and, you know, whatever. So, you know, things are just good. They're good. And I'm very thankful for having a wake environment like that. A work environment like that. So here's what happens to me. I'm not a morning person. No, I already said that. I'm not like grouchy though. Usually I'm just quiet. Like, I'm like, I don't really want you to talk to me because I don't want to hear loud voices in the morning. And it's funny because my husband sometimes, he'll be like, I'm talking too loud, and I'm like, a little bit. Like, it's just, I don't know, when I get up in the morning, the first thing I do, or the first thing I want to do is not talk. Like, it's early. I just want to take my shower, get myself going, drink my coffee, like, let my brain, you know, get used to the fact that it's time to be up and like think and have to do things. You know what I mean? Like, is anybody else like that? I know a lot of people are morning people, and I think, you know, and people are like, oh, that'll change as you get older, but I don't think it will, because, okay, so this is what I do. I just drag down whatever foundation that was left from up here. I just do like a quick sweep down, so it barely covers anything, but it just a little bit of my redness, because I'm really red around my cheeks. But you don't really see that with the mask on. But when I first go in the morning, when it's just me and my coworker before we open, I like to not look like foundation, giant red base. But my grandma that passed away last year, she never became a morning person. Like, she liked to stay up late like I do and sleep in. And she just, I mean, that was her. She never got up before like 10 in the morning. And that's kind of like my jam. I like a 2 to 10 is kind of like my sleep schedule that I naturally fall into if I'm not having to get up to work in the morning. And so she never, you know, changed with that. with age, and I don't really see myself doing it either. I mean, obviously when she was younger, she worked all the time. She worked for GM for years, and I remember there would be these GM picnics for, you know, the employees and their families. They were the best. There would be like a concert, it'd be like, you know, all this food and ice cream, and you could just have as much as you wanted. I remember, like, as a kid, that's like a total dream, you know? And I remember with my cousins and my sisters, like, dancing out at the concert, and just, oh my gosh, it was so much fun. Those were awesome days, the GM picnics, good old days. And, but yeah, once she stopped working, that was like, I don't have to get up early anymore, I'm not going to. And that's totally, like, how I am. My body has no problem switching over from getting up early to sleeping in, which that's another thing I know a lot of people can't do. Like, their bodies are just so used to getting up early and they can't readjust it, or like on the weekends. It doesn't matter to me, because even when I like was in school or whatever, on the weekends I could easily sleep in. Like, I've never had a problem with it. And yeah, like I said, I don't see myself ever having a problem with it. It's like just the way my body is wired or something. But I do know a lot of people really enjoy mornings and feel like they're more productive in the morning. And I truthfully am not, because all I want to do is sit around and drink coffee. That's pretty much it. And then I just take whatever powder is left here and just kind of bring that down too. So yeah, that's how I do my face makeup, which it looks way more red in the camera than it does in person. So you're probably like, you're not doing anything to change that, but it actually in person does not look like what I'm seeing in the camera. However, I say that, and then a lot of times during editing I look and I go, oh no, that looks normal on there. I don't know why, it must just be the screen. Like, while I'm filming, it looks different. And still using my Shop My Stash products. I'm not sure when I'm going to change them out. I think I'm starting to get ready to, because I'm getting tired of, not tired of, but like, I'm just ready to change to some new palettes, mostly. The face products are fine and whatever, so I might just switch palettes out. I'm not sure. I'm like enjoying though, like even though I'm getting where I'm like, okay, I want to try some new palettes with this, I am enjoying the aspect of not having to think about which palette like to pull to use in the morning. You know what I mean? It's like, there's these four. Take your pick from what you're doing. And truthfully, this Lemonade Craze and Soda Pop palette, those have been my two go-tos. I mean, they have been what I've been using the most. And I can get a variety of looks from them, and so it's like been kind of a cool thing to be able to just get used out of them and not have to think too hard about what products or what palettes I'm going to use. I love this root beer shade in here, this dark brown. It's just like the perfect like liner for your lower lash line. Something else that I did not pull for Shop My Stash was any of my colored liners, and that's driving me crazy. I am missing those, because I'll do a look and I'll be like, oh, this look would have been so much better if I had that. And not like I can't break my own rules and use it, but I was, you know, really trying to stick to it. But actually that was the cool thing too, is this being my first time doing a Shop My Stash, it makes me like realize some different things I want to do different when I pull things for my next one, because like I think I might want to pull like a glitter liner or something, so that if I feel like being a little extra, I can, you know, because I think it's fun. There's like something about, and I thought, you know, oh, I'll probably do some videos and I'll use whatever palettes I want for videos. And I mean, I'll still keep that as like my rule, because not that you guys want to see me do looks 100 times with the same palettes, but I honestly haven't done that. Like, the looks I've done in my videos have been with my Shop My Stash palettes, so it's kind of funny how that worked out, but I really like it. It's been working out well. And if any of you have considered, you know, have looked at the Maybelline Lemonade Craze or Soda Pop palettes and been like thinking you might want them but aren't sure, I highly recommend them. Like literally I've used them almost every day since I started my Shop My Stash. So, and I already knew I liked them before that, but it's like they are definitely getting love. I hit pan on Old Fashioned here in the Lemonade Craze. And I've got some good dents in some of these shades. And it's funny because I've been using this a ton, but there's not, I mean, you can see where I've used things, but yeah, I am thoroughly enjoying using the things that I have here. I've been using Tonic almost every single time as my inner corner highlight. It's just like the perfect shade for an inner corner highlight. If you don't like it like super blingy. I don't typically like my inner corner highlight to be like a, I don't know what I want to say, like a super standout like that. That's what you see most. I like it to just kind of be an accent on my eye. Like just bringing some light in, not the focal point, I guess is what I'm trying to say. But yeah, that's how simple I've been doing my eyes. But yeah, so today should be a good day of work and then run into town. When I say run into town, it's about half an hour away, where we do our grocery shopping and all that good stuff. And because I live in the country, we don't have, you know, we have like a little grocery store that's like about 10 minutes away, maybe 10 or 15, I guess, maybe probably closer to 15, I don't know. But it doesn't have, you know, as much stuff. It's just a little country store. I mean, it does pretty good, but it's not like, it's not a Sam's Club or Walmart or Meijer or something, you know. And the town that we go to has all those things. And we have Kroger there too. We also have another Kroger in another town from us, but I hate that Kroger. We don't really like to go there. And that's still almost the same amount of time. It's still almost half an hour away, like 25 minutes. So we go the other direction. And that's why we like to grocery shop. Like, well, when we're going to church every week, which obviously that hasn't been happening. Our church did open back up this week. We didn't go because I was working, but usually when we go to church every week, we kind of run to the store then. Or like Wednesday nights, I do youth group. And so a lot of times, like my husband would drive and drop us off at youth group, and he'd go and do, like, get groceries and stuff, and then come and pick us up and things like that. So like we find ways where we don't have to make special trips out there since it is further and stuff. And so you're not paying extra for gas when you're already going out there other days of the week. We try to, you know, fit it in then. So that usually works out perfect. But since we haven't been going to church because of it being closed, my husband's just been going once every 2 weeks and doing like a big trip, which has worked out fine. So that's been what we've been doing. So now things hopefully will start getting a little more back to normal, and we can kind of do that same type thing where when we go, you know, I'll have to tell my boss. So a couple times she had scheduled me on Wednesday nights for work, not realizing that we were doing online youth group, because I'm sure she was just thinking, oh, like churches and stuff are closed, because usually I have Wednesday nights off. Always, like that's just like a standing thing. Not during the summer, because we don't have youth group in the summer, but during the rest of the year. And so I'll have to tell her like, hey, it only happened twice, but I'll have to be like, things are gonna get back actually they're not, because it's the end of the year. So I think this week is the first week that if you're comfortable, you can go, and they're gonna do it like out on the lawn at the church. But if not, you can just watch it online. And then I think then we only have one more week, and then like school is technically out. This is the last week of school for my youngest son. They've been doing online school, so yeah, this is his last week for that. And then it's summer vacation, even though it already has felt like it. It's gonna be like so weird to go back to school, which hopefully they do in the fall, because it's going to feel like we've been off of school for so long. Because even though they're doing, work online, it's not the same. Like, it doesn't feel like going to school. So, yeah, this week is turning in all, any books or anything that they had from the school, sports uniforms, that kind of stuff. Because, like, we didn't get to have, like, basketball banquet and stuff like that. So, I sent all his uniforms in with my husband today because my husband works at the school. And stuff like that. So, getting all that stuff finalized and whatever is what's happening this week. And then home free until school starts back up again. And like I said, I sure hope, I feel like, unless something really crazy happens and, there's like a major resurgence of everything, I really feel like we should be able to be getting back to normal. So, here's hoping. Because, yeah. Don't mistake me on this one, though. Don't mistake me. Don't misunderstand me. That's the phrase. I have thoroughly enjoyed not having schedules because I get very easily overwhelmed, and I have definitely noticed a change in me in some ways because of not feeling overwhelmed like that. And it makes me realize just how much it does affect me when we are busy and have schedules. And we purposely, excuse me, we purposely do not overschedule. Like, our kids are involved in one sport at a time or type thing like that. And aside from like church on Sundays or Saturday nights, sometimes we go on Saturday night, and then like youth group on Wednesday nights, then it would just be, each of them having a sport, which now obviously next year we'll only have one kid left in school. Man, to go from 3 to 1 is really weird. Obviously it's been 2 now the past few years, but there was a time there where we had 3 kids involved in things, and it's a lot of work. It's a lot of running. And, but yeah, so I'm realizing how much I have enjoyed that. And so, when people are like, oh, when your kids are done with school and stuff, it's so boring when you don't have, I'm like, that's a personality type thing, because for my personality, I'm like, I'll be sad that I don't have kids in school and involved in things in one aspect, but the not having schedules of stuff, no, I won't miss that at all. Not at all. I don't get bored. I can't even tell you a time I've been bored, I don't think. Like if you're like sitting in a meeting or something somewhere, like that's different. But like at home, I never get bored. I just, so I am totally good with the no schedule, all that stuff. But this is how I do my face for work. I already have lip balm on. That's all I wear because it's under a mask. And so yeah, so I am going to go, let's see, what time is it? It is 7:04. And so that was pretty quick. It's like half an hour it took me to get ready. And so I'm just going to go and have some breakfast and enjoy my coffee. And I leave home at about 7:45. And so yeah, I've got I do that on purpose. I get up quite a bit early because people are like, why do you get up so early? Like, if you can get ready that fast, like my kids have asked me. And I'm like, because I like to sit. That's the thing about not being a morning person. I like to be able to sit and enjoy my coffee and stuff and get myself in a good headspace before I'm heading out. So that's what I'm about to do. And I hope you guys enjoyed just chit-chatting with me as I got ready for work this morning. I enjoyed just chit-chatting with you, even though I can't see you, but I can picture you. I have like all these little faces, your little profile pictures in my mind when I'm talking. And but thank you guys so much, and please be sure to interact with me in the comments. And if you guys would please, I've noticed like people when they're watching my lives or even commenting, I'm seeing a lot of like I'm so thankful for you guys commenting and everything. I don't see many likes up in my, like there's way more comments or views and stuff than likes on my videos. And if you guys can please help me out with hitting the like button and stuff like that, that would be so awesome. And I get it because like sometimes you're just not thinking about it. I like to, when I go to people's videos, I immediately hit the like button before I even start watching, because it's people I already know, that it's not like somebody I've never watched before and I'm like gonna like something that is crazy. I mean, you just hit the button to take off the like. I don't ever dislike anything. But yeah, so if you guys would do that, that would be so awesome. Thank you. And I hope that you guys have an amazing week. And I have some stuff coming up for this week, so it should be fun. So thank you guys again. I love you, and I hope you have an amazing day and an amazing week. I'll talk to you very soon. Bye.